This sweet lady is Peggy, and only 1 year ago, the love of her life, her husband, passed away, leaving behind this barn, and inside it is a rare piece of history buried all the way in the back corner that you can't even see.
All the way in the back of this garage, behind all of this stuff, is a 1954 C1 Corvette, which is the second year that they ever made the Corvette, and they only made 3,600 of them. But there is a ton of stuff in the way, and I have no idea where the car even is, so I guess we're gonna have to go climbing.
There's so much stuff in here.
Another barn find car in here. I don't know what this is. Looks kind of cool though, but it's not the one we're hunting after. Oh my God, there it is. Brett, look at this thing. Holy crap. It's a baby blue. It's like a soft baby blue with a rag top. Brett, do you see this right now?
This is crazy. How are we gonna get this car out?
Look how much stuff is in front of it. That all has to be removed before we can get this car out. It's a wonder that this barn hasn't fallen on this car, and thankfully it hasn't, because it looks like it's actually still in pretty decent shape. This is way different than any other C1 Corvette that we've ever done, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what this thing looks like in the daylight, but I don't know how we're gonna get all this out. All right, guys, it's time to announce our fourth and final giveaway of the year, and this is our biggest ever. You guys loved the Corvette Z06 that we gave away this summer, so we decided to give away its bigger, faster, more powerful brother, a C6 Z06. And yes, this is the Corvette that came with the LS7 engine. That's a 7-liter V8 that makes 505 horsepower. This thing rips. Not only that, but it's covered head to toe in PPF, which means you never have to worry about rock chips or scratches when you're ripping down the highway. And it has a Corsa exhaust and sounds amazing. We've had so much fun driving this car over the last month, and now we're going to be giving it away to one of you that purchases any of our detailing supplies, microfiber, or merchandise from our website. And right now is one of the best times to get entered, because you're going to get a 30 times multiplier on entries site-wide, as well as 10% off site-wide. That's one of the best deals we're gonna be running for the whole entire giveaway. Oh yeah, and for everyone that's been asking, we just added detailing brushes to the site. So go pick something up, get entered, because this is a dream car and it's gonna end up in one of your garages. So don't wait any longer. Go to wdautosupply.com or click the link in the bio, go buy something and get entered. But now, let's get back to that first generation Corvette.
Now, in order to start getting all this stuff out of the barn to even see the car, they had to pull out the heavy guns. And we first visited there on a Wednesday, and we didn't come back until Saturday to be surprised with how cleared out this barn was by the auctioneer company. But I have to give props to them because they did a great job. And make sure you guys stay tuned all the way till the end of the video, because this C1 and the VIN1 C4 are going up for auction.
Okay, it's been a few days and everything has been removed from the barn, so we can actually get to the Corvette, and we're here with Peggy, who is the owner. Wow.
Wow.
Holy smokes. They did a lot of work. And look at this car. Have you ever seen this car?
Not in years. My husband bought it in 1969 and we used it for a while. And then there was some issues and it got parked.
When was it parked?
1972.
And you remember driving it though?
Yes, I was with him. I never drove it because of course it was a stick.
You never see C1 Corvettes from this time period. We've worked on a lot, but we've never done one this early. This thing it's actually in better shape now that we can actually see it. Your husband, he's no longer with us, right?
Correct. He died a year ago.
I'm sorry to hear, but he was obviously a pretty large Corvette fan, I presume.
Yes, he came down here and worked on them and bonded on them and resold them. He had a lot of fun during his Corvette era.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm sure you guys had some good memories in this car.
Good memories in this car, because he got it before we were married. He bought it in 69 and we got married in 70.
How much did he pay for this car when he bought it?
He paid $800 for the car, put $25 deposit on it, and then went back and wrote a check, paid in full.
Wow. Well, what everyone at home doesn't know, Peggy, is that we also have done a car for you in the past,
yes,
which is a C4 Corvette that is VIN1. If I'm not mistaken, your husband took out a second mortgage on the house for that car?
Yes, he did. Didn't have to for this one, but he did for that one, yes.
So were you more mad about this purchase or that one?
No, I think I was still young and in love. That was okay.
Well, I gotta say, it's an amazing, amazing car. I'm really thankful that you had such a great team that helped remove everything out of here, because this would have been quite an undertaking. We would have been here all day. We should mention that this car is gonna be up for auction, as well as many other Corvettes, including the VIN1 Corvette. So maybe we'll stop back there and show everyone. It'll be an online auction as well as an in-person auction.
Right, November 8th.
So that's a week from today. First, we have to get this Corvette out of the barn for the first time in 55 years.
All right, Mike, these tires have not been filled with air in over 53 years, but I have 2 questions for you.
Sure.
1, do you think it's gonna hold air?
Yes.
I do too. And 2, by looking at it, can you guess what these tires are called? Peggy's son told me the name of them.
Is this it right there? I don't know the name of these.
Like,
oh, like this style
just the
tire?
the style, the name. Yeah.
No, I have no idea. They look like slicks though.
They're called pie crust slicks.
Pie crust? Oh, because of this?
Yeah, it kind of
Okay,
looks like a pie crust.
It does, it does.
I don't think they make them anymore.
Carnegie? I've never heard of this brand, but I'm confident it's gonna hold air. Old tires always hold air. We have movement already.
Instantly is going up. That's crazy.
Classic rubber never fails. 15-year-old rubber always fails. 60, 70-year-old stuff, it just always holds air. I don't understand.
How dangerous are these in the rain?
Super.
Because slicks now, I'm assuming the technology in slicks are better now.
Well, the compound of rubber's a lot better, and also it's usually like a semi-slick where they do have some sort of groove if you're using it on the street. You can't just use slicks on the street. Actually, back then you probably couldn't use these on the street either, but I don't think there is on top of it.
Also, we have my brother Joey here, and he's played hockey for over 20 years. And we just found these on this bench. Joey, when do you think that these ice skates were made? Look at those, dude. Those are some old skates.
Early 2000s. These things are sick. I couldn't even begin to guess. This had to be like 60s. I don't even know.
Do you think you could skate on those?
I could skate on anything. Not well, but.
And now we're gonna start moving the car out by pushing it off the wall, and we were instantly greeted with a little hairy surprise, and Joey decided to play a prank on RJ.
That a cat? Looks like Davy Crockett's hat that he used to wear back in the day. Oh man, I think it's a raccoon. You gotta move it to get the car out though. Oh. Joey, you're never coming on another barn find again. You know what? You're sentenced to 3 days of chrome polishing. I hope that was worth it. I can't believe that wheel's rolling. Do you think all these wheels roll? Man, the front end of this Corvette is amazing. Look at this front grille. This is totally different design language than the second iteration of the C1 and then the final iteration of the C1. I think this is the silliest look they ever had, but it's my favorite. I don't know why. It doesn't look as aggressive as they looked in later years. It looks very happy, but I think it's my favorite. All right, so we're here with the owner's son, Todd. This was his father's car. So you've never even seen this car outside of that corner, let alone outside.
No, it's been buried my entire life. I've never really got to see the whole car as a complete car.
We're really excited to bring it out in the sun for the first time. So hopefully we can get some legs behind it and push it out. Hopefully she'll roll. Wow, I can't believe it's rolling. Keep going.
And at this point, when we got it outside, Todd got to see it for the first time in his whole life, which was a very emotional moment for him and his mom, so we gave that moment to them with the cameras off. And with all that being said, we were able to finally load it up, and to get there, we had to push it into the street, so this is technically the first time that this Corvette has been on the road in over 53 years. But I want to ask the question of the video, so leave your answers in the comments below. As you watch this video, you'll see that this Corvette needs a lot of love, further than what we're able to do just detailing it. I'd say it needs a whole paint job, it needs wheels, it needs everything mechanically, it needs a lot of interior pieces. So my question to you is, if you had this car, would you do a full restoration on it top to bottom? Or would you just do what's necessary to get it running and driving again and enjoy it the way it is, just the way it was put away 53 years ago, and keep that old school patina? Leave a comment.
As we load the Corvette into the trailer, we figured it would be a good time to let you guys know that we are traveling around the United States looking for enthusiast vehicles like this that have been left, collected a bunch of dust and dirt for us to clean up and feature on our YouTube channel. So if you have a vehicle like this that you'd want to see on our channel, go to our email or our Instagram and send us what you have and where it's located, and we might just come out, pick up the car and detail it for free. Man, it is crazy to see this car in our shop right now because we've done a ton of Corvettes. We've kind of become the abandoned Corvette YouTube channel in some senses, but this is literally the oldest Corvette that has ever been in our garage, and it's the oldest Corvette that we're ever going to find, being in 1954.
I love this thing. I love the covered headlights. I loved the wheels on it. I love the color of it. I think this is the coolest Corvette that we've had here, and that's my personal opinion about it.
I agree, and it's crazy how much they changed during the first generation. This one is obviously really special, being that it was one of the first. But the condition of the paint is what I'm concerned about right now, and unfortunately here on the hood, we have a lot of cracking and flaking paint. It looks like there was some bad body work done and it didn't fully adhere.
As you guys can see on the fender here, I think maybe this car was red, typical of Corvettes of the time, but I'm not too sure. RJ thinks.
I was told that there was a red primer that was very popular during this time period. So let us know in the comments if I'm right or if Mike's right and red primer doesn't exist, or if it was common back in the 50s.
Coming to the back of the Corvette, we can see these awesome exhausts that come right out of the bodywork. This is a little bit different than other Corvettes of the time that had them coming through the actual bumper. It's kind of wild how many different variations of C1 and C2 Corvettes there were, because they look completely different from each other.
Another thing that we had mentioned when we were picking up the car is that this also has some very unique tires on it. These are called pie crusts and they are made for the track. They're actually slick, so they have zero traction. But what is a bummer is that these are all steelies all the way around the car outside of this front wheel, which is from a Mustang. It's a Cragger from a Mustang. So I'm hoping that I can find a spare set of wheels that kind of are more period correct, maybe some chrome wheels, something that makes the car look a little bit better than it does currently with this wheel setup. Because in my opinion, I think it just looks ugly and this car deserves a little bit more shine. So hopefully we can find those wheels, but in the meantime, we should start by cleaning these because these are gonna go back to the owner anyway. So let's clean them up and clean them up. And then we'll clean them up a little bit more and we'll probably clean them up.
Now we're gonna start pressure washing off the car, and like I said earlier, this car needs a full repaint for sure. So you're gonna see a lot of this old paint flaking off as we pressure wash it, but there's really no other way around what we're doing. But you have to think of how old that this paint actually is, and the conditions that the car was sitting in for the last 53 years. I have to admit, sitting in the back of a non-heated barn, it actually held up pretty well.
Moving on to the engine bay of this 54 Vette, and as you can see, this engine doesn't belong in here. So what originally comes in this car is an inline 6. I think it's about a 3.8 liter, but we have a V8 in here, and I'm not sure what this is, if it's a 5.7 liter or if it's a smaller displacement. And all I do know is that this had a lot more power than what originally came in it, thus he has drag radials and also this wild looking air cleaner that's definitely for maximum flow. I'm not sure how this guy comes out though. Probably like this. Let's see. Ooh, this has seen better days. It used to be a foam material, but it's now disintegrated, so we're probably gonna vacuum most of this stuff up so it doesn't go into the engine, see? So at one point in time, this was a nice foam material. Good, we're gonna get that vacuumed out of here and then see if I could remove this part as well.
All right, let's move into the trunk and see what we have.
Oh, that's not too bad.
What about the spare?
But I've heard something's hiding in here.
That's a nice mouse nest.
You ready to get in there?
Me?
Yeah?
No, that's all you.
It's nasty.
All right, put your mask
nasty.
on.
All right, now it's time to polish the C1 Corvette, or rather polish what paint is left on the C1 Corvette, because we obviously have paint flaking off everywhere and it's a bunch of different colors. And let's be honest, this car is likely going to be repainted whenever the new owner purchases it. They will strip it down to the bare fiberglass and then do a full repaint. But I want to bring this car back looking as good as possible to Peggy and her son. And so I'm actually going to be using a wool pad and a light polish to try and not only polish the paint to make it shiny again, but remove a lot of this dirt that the clay bar was not able to remove. This is very, very old paint, and a clay bar only goes so far. So I'm going to use an abrasive polish again and a wool pad to brighten this up, remove all the dirt, and hopefully make this car look a little bit more presentable. But to be honest, I kind of like cars that have paint missing and ugly splotches here and there, because it gives it character, especially a car from 1954, which is just insane that it's here in our shop. So I'm going to do my best to make it look presentable, especially here on the trunk lid. I'm going to try and make those lights reflect properly, and I still think it's going to end up looking pretty cool. So let's get to it.
And now before I show you the end result, we're actually going to move the Corvette into the final resting place where this car is going to be auctioned off, because we actually have another set of wheels that we could put on this car. So that's exactly what we did before surprising Peggy with the final result. And I mean, you guys can see the before and after right here. What do you think? I think these look way better and were very necessary. Just this set of wheels is going to make the difference on this end result. And with that being said, let's roll the B-roll.
All right, guys, we are back with the owner of the Corvette, Peggy. Peggy, we just got the car in there. We swapped the wheels around so it looks a little bit better.
Perfect.
This was quite an undertaking. It took us a long time to get all the chrome done, to polish the paint properly. The paint definitely has some splotchy areas, but I think it looks pretty cool. I'm really excited for you to see it. Are you ready?
I'm very excited, yes.
All right, because you haven't seen it outside that garage since
72 was the last time.
Let's go ahead and open up this door and show you. Ready? Here we go, Peggy.
Come on, let's go. Actually cannot. Oh my God, this is so cool. Since 1972, the last time we saw it. Oh my God.
Not too shabby, right?
Hello, baby. It's been a long time, right? It's been a long time.
Probably a long time since you shined like this before.
Yes, yes. Oh, Yes, we used to ride in this car.
Does it bring back memories?
Yes, yes it does. I had my first child in 1972, so
Is that why you made him park it?
yes.
Well, because he had gotten into a couple
He had gotten
accidents.
into it. Yes, he lost control with it, and he said he better put it away, keep it safe, keep us safe.
That was probably a smart decision. How old would you have been the last time you were in this?
22. I was born
22.
in 50.
Okay, I was gonna say.
No, 32 years old. Or
20
22 years
20.
old. You're gonna have to edit some of this.
Well, you don't look a day over 32, Peggy. So.
Yeah, it's just been a few years back.
Wow, 22
Yes,
years old.
22 years old.
And so how old would he have been?
26.
26.
Yeah, he bought it before we were married. And I knew then I was having a problem because he loved his cars and his Corvettes. This was the beginning of it all.
Wow.
As we know. And then we got to have the 84 that you guys did and such a marvelous job.
Oh, thank
with.
you.
Yes. Everybody go to RJ Customs. Get your cars done.
RJ Custom, please subscribe.
Please subscribe. I need more views again, right? Just like last time. Come on, bring it on.
Well, Peggy, you're a star, and we're so lucky to have been able to work on these cars for you. Is it a bit surreal to know that this
Yes.
car is going to be
Just wish
leaving?
that he could have been here. But yes, my husband, I just wish he could have been here.
Yeah, I wish you could have been here too to see these get
It was
resurrected.
his dream to get this all done again. Yes.
I hope that we did made him proud,
You did.
made you proud, and made Todd proud. He
Made
hasn't
Todd
seen
proud.
the car yet.
No, he's next. You'll be surprised. You'll
yeah.
be surprised.
But seriously, thank you so much for allowing
you
us to
guys.
come out
Oh,
here
I
and do
just
this. I know
love
it's a
you guys.
special car.
It
We
is.
love you too. All right, before we send this video out, we need to let you guys know that this car is going up for auction, as well as the C4 Corvette that is VIN number 1. Yeah, number 1, and it only has 278 miles. So if you would like to own either this C1 Corvette or the VIN 1 Corvette and help Peggy enjoy her retirement that much more, because she has devoted her life to being a car girl without necessarily even wanting cars. So she should get some benefit from putting up with a car guy her whole entire life. And so help Peggy out. Go look at these auctions. We will leave a link in the description below if you want to bid on this Corvette or the other one, or any of the other items that they have here from your late husband's collection.
Yes.
So again,
it was quite a collection.
yes, he sounds like quite a man and you're quite a woman. So again, thank you so much for having us out.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to always see you. And thank you all for watching. If you want to win a Corvette, you can go to our website and buy any of our detailing supplies or merchandise, and you'll be entered to win that C6 Corvette. We're a big Corvette channel over here, clearly, as it's pretty much our bread and butter now. And we want to give away a Z06 to one of you. So go check out our website. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more like this, and we'll see you next week.